And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Season 6 of the Snickers Cup Series. We get ready for race number 3 here, live, under the lights, at Las Vegas. We're getting ready for the running of the Kobalt Tools 400, getting ready to take place here tonight. It's going to be a little bit longer of a race than we normally have at Las Vegas, too, so it'll be interesting to see if any pit strategy may have to come into play here tonight. We end up seeing in both the Oreo and Moblin Cup Series events that they were able to make it the entire race on only one tank of fuel. Question is, though, will that be the case here tonight? Have they figured something out, or will we end up having pit stops shuffle this field up? And these drivers have to think about that when they're going to make those pit stops in order to position themselves for a good spot to be able to win tonight's event. On the pole for tonight's event is Dougie Shears, third in points, a former Snickers Cup Series champ. He ended up winning the very first Snickers Cup Series championship back in Season 1. He gets the pole position for tonight's race. Alongside of him, another guy who's doing well in points, Ralph Mason out of Kyotech Racing. He is fifth in the standings right now, trying to make his second career Snickers Cup Series chase. He ended up making the chase back in Season 3 when he drove for Stuart Haas Racing. Making up row number 2, Drew Austin, another driver who's having a good season. He's actually the rookie points leader right now, and he is 6th in overall standings, and he's got his Dodge lined up in the 3rd position. Alongside of him, two-time winner last season, Aaron Williams Jr., 36th in points. This could be his opportunity to maybe move himself up in the point stands. And rounding out the top 5 is the defending Snickers Cup Series champion, John Cittadino. He is currently 26th in the points as we speak. Cittadino trying to pick up what would be his 7th career Snickers Cup Series victory and his first here of Season 6. And we can just round out row number 3 here with another former Snickers Cup Series champion. He won the championship back in Season 4, and that is Sean Henley in the 25. Henley comes into today's race 35th in the point stand. So I think you can say that if you split the top 6 up, the front 3, they're trying to continue on with their good runs to be able to stay inside the top 10 in points. And then the bottom 3, 4th, 5th, and 6th, they're trying to obviously get themselves wins, good top 5 finishes to move themselves up through the standings. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again, this early on in the season, if you can get those good finishes, it's going to move you up through the points a lot quicker than if you get those good finishes later on in the season. The point standings look like this coming into tonight's race. Dylan Young, after 2 straight top 5 finishes at Daytona and Phoenix, he comes in with a 10-point advantage over Richard Johnson, and then it's only a total of 1 point back from Johnson to our pole sitter Dougie Shears. Jeffrey Buckeye, our winner last week, and Ralph Mason complete the top 5 in the point standings heading into tonight's event. Time to get these cars rolling off. They'll complete a couple pace laps. While they do that, we will show you the starting lineup for tonight's event here at Las Vegas. Sure to be a wild one and a rather long one, too. Hope you're ready for an exciting event, because we're ready to bring it to you. So here is your starting grid for tonight's Kobalt Tools 400 live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Maybe just a few days late, but Dylan Young, a points leader, running a special paint scheme here tonight in honor of his mother, Donna Young. It was her birthday a couple days ago, and so he's running the special pink paint scheme here tonight. Is the points leader, starting from the 42nd position, so he's got quite a bit of work to do as well to try and keep his points lead. 41 laps of racing, you can see there on the bottom left. We're ready to go. Green flag is out. We're underway here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Dougie Shears really got a good jump. He's definitely going to have the lead going to turn 1. Not that Ralph Mason didn't get a good jump, it was just Dougie Shears got a much better jump. He timed it absolutely picture perfect. by about a car length. Oh, there's a spin. There goes the teammate of the 17. That was Alan Tanker going around. There were a few others went around there too, right in the middle of the pack. So we got some spin outs. That looked like that actually happened from about maybe 7th, 8th place on back, because everybody else is missing crossing the start finish line here. So the caution is definitely out. And I hope we don't have a whole lot of tore up race cars. There's Dylan Poteet. He may have some damage. There's the 16 of Alan Tanker. Whoa! That was an odd glitch. And it looks like Tanker is going to moonwalk his way to pit road with a very strange glitch going on there. Alan Tanker came into today's race 15th in the point standings, 3rd in rookie points. So certainly not what he needed. And now he'll do a little bit of entertainment for the fans and leave pit road. Okay. Interesting. Whoa, what in the world? Wait a minute, we gotta rewind. What in the world just happened right there? Oh, Tryfon Reed ran into the back of his own teammate, Felix Graves. Oh, with a little help from Dylan Poteet in the 78. Oh, man. There's the Jake Cole machine. There's Trent Whitney, Sosnowski, and I think they're making pit stops, actually. Wait a minute. They are making pit stops. And 2 drivers stayed out, 2 teammates. Charles Jackson, our Truck Series winner, and Henry Nova, our Daytona 500 pole sitter. Dougie Shears, Drew Austin, Citadino, Mary Cole, and Rohit Vidar were the top 5 leaving pit road. But 2 drivers, 2 teammates going to stay out here and not pit this early on in this event, and they will restart 1 and 2. Will Charles Jackson 7th in points, and Henry Nova 20th in the point stands. We look back now at a replay of our first caution of the evening. Wow, they were almost 4 wide coming off this corner. They were really tight, and I think the contact's going to happen right there. Yep, Tanker's going to get into Noah Hart, turn him up right in front of Sean Henley. Danny Wells did a good job there in the singular wireless Chevy to get through. Oh, man, but I think he gets the wall just a little bit. Yes, he does. He does get the wall. There's the 11 of Richard Johnson. I almost said Hayden Klein from last season. Oh, Derek Reed in the 41's got damaged. Joshua Michaels goes down to the inside line along with his teammate Silver Fox. Buckeye just barely got through there in the Pepsi Next Ford. Trent Dunham just barely got through. Vadarva got a little piece of the 16 of Tanker. Carson Gum got involved. Michael Norman's got some damage to the back of his NASA Chevy. Oh, Matt Rod got the inside retaining wall. William Duncan, the 6. The Bugles Valvoline Ford, he's got damage. And the points leader, Dylan Young, I think got through that. Madison Sieber looks like she got through it okay. Austin LaPlante looks good. Cole Daly looks good. There's Tim Walsh, he made it through. See if anybody else ended up staying at the back there, having to turn it around. Oh, Charles Jackson got through there. There you saw John Radigan got through. Hayden Klein looks like he's okay. Stephen Pollard the 3rd. I don't know if he... Oh, yeah, he got spun around by somebody. Who does he get spun by? Oh, he got spun by Jeffrey Buckeye after they had avoided the Alan Tanker machine. Oh, he just gets into the left rear, turns him up into the wall. And that's a tough break after Pollard had been able to get past that initial wreck. And wow, close call there for Richard Johnson. Adam Chambers nearly getting into that as well. Here comes Michael Norman. He's going to get through. Henley gets by on the high side. Navarrete gets by on the high side. I think everybody, for the most part, was able to avoid the 98. So a few drivers, though, did end up with pretty extensive damage. Derek Reed had a big crunch up on the front of his Target Chevrolet. William Duncan had damage. Pollard obviously is damaged pretty badly. There's Alan Tanker and Felix Graves. Man, nearly hit him. That was close. Dylan Poteet back there as well. And, of course, we also saw that there was damage to the Noah Hart machine. So, I don't know how many drivers are going to retire after this, but it'll be interesting to find out as we go back to Green Flag Racing. Lights are out, top of the pace car. We'll go back to Green Flag Racing, as mentioned. Charles Jackson, Henry Nova. They were the two that decided to stay out during that round of pit stops. They will restart in positions 1 and 2. Not bad strategy either, because we saw where that wreck took place somewhere just around the top 10, just inside the top 10, and these two guys did not have the best of qualifying results, so they could have very easily been caught up in that wreck. Decided to roll the dice, stay out, hope for maybe another quick caution at some point, and keep themselves out of the rear of the field where they could very easily get caught up in an incident. Rohit Vidaru and Alan Tanker, they line up on the inside line, 1 lap down to the leaders. Drivers that are out so far are nobody. Everybody was able to continue. So everybody's on the racetrack, just 2 of them off the lead lap. So that's actually pretty good, especially with what we had right there. So Charles Jackson's going to be the leader. Second will be Henry Nova. Dougie Shears is third. Drew Austin fourth, and John Stadino runs in fifth. Harry Cole sixth. Ralph Mason seventh. Aaron Williams Jr. eighth. Jeffrey Buckeye ninth. And 10th is Joshua Michaels. The rest of the top 15 are James Silverfox, Trent Dunham, Tim Walsh, Michael Norman, and Madison Sieber. Looks like Dylan Young's been able to work his way up to around the 20th position, so the points leader's coming to the front again. And here we go, getting ready to go back to green. It's going to be interesting to see how these drivers are going to be able to deal with the 43 and the 16 down there on the inside line. Will they be able to make quick work of them? Vidaru, quite honestly, does not look like he is that badly damaged. But you're seeing right there, he actually is losing ground. I think Alan Tanker was actually passing him for position. And Nova is now passing his teammate for position. Great restart there by the 18. He's going to drive away with the lead here. He's going to easily get it coming down into turn number 3. Now I think these drivers behind them ended up taking at least 2 tires. They might have taken 4. So the new tires versus the old tires, to see how they match up against each other. Remember, Henry Nova Charles Jackson's tires are only about 3 laps older than everybody else's, so there's not that great a difference, I don't think, but Dougie Shears about to make it 3 wide under Nova. Wow. He was toying with that left rear quarter panel with the 18, and somehow, someway, they keep it together. Let's jump back here to the back. Noah Hart, there's Dylan Pote, there's Cole Daly. Where's those damaged race cars? There they are. Oh boy. Michael Norman, Madison Sieber, they're trying to get by. There's Dylan Young. Wow, what a crossover move by the 2. Went to the high side of the 43, the low side of the 16. The points leader's got a really good car tonight, apparently. These guys are doing a good job getting around this traffic. Traffic. Oh man, they'd already gotten way into the high side. That's actually, I don't think, a bad thing. We'll be able to get by him a little bit easier now. Now they're going to work on the 16 of Tanker. As we jump up here, oh, William Duncan, Sean Galligan merely making contact, and another car's around. Another car just spun around there in the back straightaway. You gotta think it's due to the loud cars, but I don't know for certain. Caution's out. Henry Nova is going to be the leader under this caution flag, and the spin out was the 16. Not much of a surprise there. He was holding up some drivers. Apparently they were starting to get frustrated with him, and must have just punted him out of the way. Looks like it was a solo car spin for the 16 car, and everybody's going to come down pit road this time. Interesting. Everybody coming down here on lap 10 of 41. Would have thought maybe Dougie Shears, Drew Austin, John Stadino, since they already had made a pit stop, that they were going to stay out. But apparently, this could put them into maybe a 2-stop window or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, this is a big break for Henry Nova and Charles Jackson, who, if this thing had gone into a long green flag run, would have had to probably make their pit stops a couple to 2 laps earlier than the rest of the field. Let's see what the strategy is going to be here on the 18. Going to go around, do the right sides at least, see if they're going to go around and make a 4-tire stop. Looks like they will. So we jump to our pit road camera. We'll watch the race off of pit road here. Now, if I were Dougie Shears and those guys, they may try and opt for 2 tires, maybe fuel only. I don't know. We'll see what the strategy is going to be here. Here's some drivers coming down here. First off pit road is Buckeye, then it's Nova, Dougie Shears, Charles Jackson, Austin Zinedino, Mary Cole, Silverfox, Galligan, and I think John Radigan is now going to be inside the top 10. Watch everybody else coming off pit road. And again, I think we're going to get away with our second caution and nobody retiring from the race. I don't know for certain. The way things are going, it certainly looks like that's the case, as we had a solo car spin with the Allen Tanker machine. Let's take a look back at the replay. Well, here it was. And he was up on the extreme high side coming here off of turn number 2. He's got a lot of Richard Childress cars around him there. Madison Sieber, Danny Wells, and Hayden Klein. Oh, and oh man, so really, wow. Hayden got a little tight coming off the corner, got up into his own teammate Danny Wells, and Danny got up into the 16. It really was not an intentional turn on the part of the 31. And oh, Sosnowski changing lanes real quick, turning it to the right, just barely avoided getting into that spinning National Guard Ford. That could have been very easily a 2-car hit. That could have maybe taken them both out. Good heads up by Sosnowski, and slides down onto the apron of turn 3 to Allen Tanker, and that's what brought out our caution flag. Solo car spin here by the 16 of Allen Tanker is our second yellow. Let's go back to green flag racing. Lights are out top of the pace car, back to green on lap 14 of 41. He won his first career Snickers Cup Series race last week at Phoenix. He's leading here tonight in the Pepsi Next Chevrolet. That's Jeffrey Buckeye in the 12. Trying to become the first multi-time winner of Season 6. Could happen tonight, as he could possibly go back-to-back at Phoenix and Las Vegas. Henry Nova, he'll line up in second place. Dougie Shears in third. Drew Austin is in fourth, and Charles Jackson now back to fifth. Citadino is in sixth. Seventh, Mary Cole. James Silverfox now up to 8th. Ninth place is Sean Galligan, and John Radigan completes top 10. Aaron Williams Jr. is 11th. William Duncan is currently in 12th, which really surprises me. I thought he was not going to be up to speed due to the damage that we can see there on the hood of his Bugles Ford, but he's still up there inside the top 15. 13th is Trent Dunham, 14th Emilio Navarrete, and Michael Norman completes top 15. Rest of the top 20, Ralph Mason, he slipped back to 16th. 17th is Tim Walsh. Nick Eggleston now up to 18th. 19th is Josh Michaels, and Sean Henley completes top 20. There's the points leader, Dylan Young. He's currently running in the 23rd position. Back up to the leader, Jeffrey Buckeye. Still nobody out of the race. Rohit Darbu and Allen Tanker both a lap down still. But all 42 cars that took the green flag are still on the racetrack. 14 laps into this event as the green flag comes back out here. These guys did a pretty good job getting around those two slower cars of Bedarbu and Tanker last time. See if they can do it this time, because the last thing we want to see with how these guys have been able to survive so far is a multi-car wreck taking out numerous drivers. Boy, Dougie Shears was the guy caught napping on that restart. Charles Jackson very easily got around him. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Nova had to back out of the throttle there. That's going to allow that guy to drive away. Of course, we saw this in the Moblin Cup Series race too, where they were trying to run down Daniel Day. Daniel Day kept finding this middle groove and high groove off of turn 4. Drivers who tried to outdrive her on the low side had to bail out of the throttle, ended up losing touch with it. It looks like that may have been what happened to Henry Nova right there, as Charles Jackson now moves to second. Dougie Shears into third. Nova now falls back to fourth place. John Citadino, defending Snickers Cup Series champion. As we mentioned, 26th in points. I think this is the first time we've really seen him consistently up at the front all season. And he's running right now in the 5th position there in the Texaco Haviland colors here tonight. And behind him, Austin, the rookie points leader, currently in the 6th position. He's having a terrific run tonight. Drew Austin ended up, I think he's finished top 10 in his last 2 starts. So he's trying to keep that streak going, and his teammate's doing a good job tonight too. James Silverfox in the 19, currently running in the 8th position. Silverfox has been having a dismal start to the season in the standings, whereas his other teammates have actually been doing really well. Of course, we know Barney Ward ended up winning the Daytona 500 for Everham Motorsports. Joshua Michaels in the 10, he's currently 18th in points. Right now we're looking at the bright spot of Phoenix Racing right now. A lot of people, when Sean Galligan joined Twin X Racing, thought that was really going to up the chances of the Chevy Dream Team in Season 5. However, Mary Cole, Dylan Pote, Sean Henley, James McLeod, they've all hit problems. And Galligan is currently the highest running Twin X Racing machine, 9th in the points and 9th on the racetrack right now in the Hartlepool Chevrolet. Good battle going on back here for the 10th position. John Radigan, the rookie, has it. William Duncan, Trent Dunham, and Emilio Navrick, they were starting to run him down for that position. That was about to be a really, really good battle, but now it's all spread out single file now. Navrick going to look down to the inside line of Trent Dunham. You know, Navrick and Trent Dunham actually are 16th and 17th in points. They're running really well. And William Duncan, I just looked, he's actually running 10th in the point standings. So is he having a good season or what? I didn't even realize it, but that 6 car is doing a great job so far this season. Sorry about that, just had to clear my throat. Yeah, I'm looking now, right now, 3 of the 4 Roush Fenway machines are inside the top 17 in points. The only one that is missing from that high up is actually, who was it? Oh, Alan Tanker. No, Tanker is actually 15th in points. So all 4 of the Roush Fenway guys are inside the top 20 in points. So that's incredible. They are really doing a good job here this season. And speaking of Roush Fenway, here comes the 17 to the inside line, looking for the lead on Charles Jackson. I think this is for the lead. Yeah, it is for the lead. Charles Jackson, don't forget, Charles Jackson ended up winning the Truck Series race here, so he knows how to get around this racetrack, and he knows what needs to be done. He could very well end up going 2 for 3 here in this race weekend. Oh man, Dougie got a good run off turn 2 there. He's going to draw it even. Now we're going to see here if he can outdo Charles Jackson in turn 4. We know Jackson's going to have that high line to be able to get the run off of. Dougie's going to hang with him. He's still there. This is a good battle for the lead. No, I think Jackson may have just cleared him. No, he hasn't yet. Here comes Dougie back to the inside line once more while these two battle. It's allowing Henry Nova and John Cittadino, 3rd and 4th, to start to close up on them. Drew Austin in 5th there as well. And Dougie Shears has just cleared Jackson. Oh no, Dougie's going to pit road. So is Nova. So is Mary Cole. Pit stops taking place here on lap 24. Dougie Shears, who was just battling for the lead, going to give up the lead to come down pit road early. Mary Cole, Buckeye, Galligan, Radigan, Trent Dunham, lots of drivers coming down pit road. And I wish we had a better camera angle for pit road here. Let's go to the spectator view. Don't know who else was actually coming down pit road during that. Couldn't see enough of them. Oh, here we go. This would be a pretty good camera angle. There's Aaron Williams Jr., Sean Henley. They're coming down. And that turned the lead over to Charles Jackson, who actually had the lead at that point. But, oh, Henry Nova, good fast pit stop. Is Dougie going to be able to beat him out? Yes, he is. A couple others who were on pit road that time around were William Duncan, Emilio Navrick. Oh, Navrick and Sean Henley just made contact on pit road. Settle it out, though. There's McLeod. Jake Cole, Hayden Klein, Michael Norman, Nick Eggleston. Let's jump now to Charles Jackson. Oopsies. Oh, there's Sosnowski. You know, he's on pit road. And here come the rest of the guys. Oh, wait, caution's out. Caution came out. For what? These guys are now making their pit stops under caution, but what did the caution come out for? I don't really know. I don't know if it was for that incident we just saw on pit road there with Henley and Navrick. I don't know. Whatever the case, these guys who decided not to come in and pit that last time around are coming down and pitting now under the caution flag. Charles Jackson going to try and beat them off of pit road. He's going to beat off Silver Fox. There's Danny Wells, Chambers from RCR. They're on pit road. Oh, Cittadino gave Jackson quite a run off pit road there. Couldn't quite do it. Silver Fox, Tim Walsh, Austin McCurry, LaPlante, Danny Wells, Ralph Mason, Carson Gum, Chambers, So looks like those were the drivers who made the pit stops there. There's Dougie Shears, who was first off pit road the last time with that first group of cars. I don't know if that's going to cycle him around as the leader or not. Nonetheless, we got to look back at the replay. What did bring out that caution flag? I do not know. Well, here it was. We did indeed have a legitimate caution come out. Carson Gum and Derek Reed side by side with each other. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. That might have been a tire that went down the 56, because he just came right up into the 41 of Derek Reed. I think Carson Gum may have had some tire issue there, may have had it go down on him. It looks like it was a right front. And unfortunate for Derek, he was right there and just got bounced up into, and that was enough to bring the caution flag out here for the third time tonight here at Las Vegas. And I don't know if that's how that really is going to affect all those drivers who came down pit road when they did. Oh, side swipe there for Cole Daly. Man, that was close. That could have really been bad if Cole Daly ran to the back of the 41. But we're going to have to settle everything out now, because I do not have any idea if those guys who pitted one lap early, if they're a lap down now, or if they end up cycling around as the new leaders. I don't know. We're going to have to find out, though. So we head back to live action. Derek Reed spinning in turn 3 brings out the caution for the third time tonight at Las Vegas. Next time around, we will get the 1 to go signal, but we wanted to end up coming back at this point in order to be able to explain everything that's going on. This is absolutely insane, what we're going to be seeing here for the final stages of this race, the final 13 or so laps. Charles Jackson, he is still the leader. Second place is John Cittadino. Third is Silver Fox. Fourth is Tim Walsh. Fifth is Drew Austin. Sixth, Anthony McCurry. Seventh is Austin LaPlante. Ralph Mason, 8th. 9th, Danny Wells. Carson Gum, 10th. Adam Chambers is 11th. 12th place is going to be Richard John... Or, that's not Richard Johnson, I'm sorry. That's actually Noah Hart. And he's on the tail end of the lead lap, but he's all the way ahead of the leaders. Look at this. These guys are still on the lead lap. Noah Hart in 12th, rather. Boy, I'm really messing up. 13th, Dougie Shears. 14th, Dylan Poteet. Henry Nova, 15th. 16th, Mary Cole. 17th, Sean Galligan. 18th, Jeffrey Buckeye. 19th, John Radigan. 20th, Trent Dunham. Dylan Young, 21st. 22nd, William Duncan. 23rd, Sean Henley. 24th, Emilio Navarrete. Jake Cole, 25th. 26th, James McLeod. Hayden Klein, 27th. 28th, Michael Norman. 29th is Aaron Williams Jr. 30th, Nick Eggleston. 31st is Joshua Michaels. Matthew Rodriguez, 32nd. 33rd is Madison Sieber. Kyle Sosnowski, 34th. Tryfon Reed, 35th. 36th is Felix Graves. 37th, Richard Johnson. Cole Daly in 38th. 39th, Stephen Pollard III. And then back to the leader, which is Charles Jackson. So there are a total of 39 drivers on the lead lap. I think that's the case. Yeah, 39 drivers on the lead lap right now. And now, with Alan Tanker and Rohit Vidarvu having to move up to go side by side with the first car in this line, they've passed Charles Jackson. They are now on the tail end of the lead lap. Only driver who is out of this race right now is Derek Reed. All 41 cars, due to this melee, this mayhem that we're going to be having here for the final stages of this race, are on the lead lap. Now here's the thing. Charles Jackson is the leader. Any driver up ahead of him that he passes is then going to go a lap down. So this is quite interesting. So what these guys really got to hope for is hope that they are not the caution, but they got to hope for a caution to come out here, so that way they can cycle back around to the tail end of the lead, rather than being ahead of the leader with a chance of going down a lap to leader Charles Jackson. This is going to be crazy. Hopefully we'll be able to stick with all the action, and I'll be able to remember which drivers are actually inside the top 10 and which aren't. Green flag is out. Here we go. Charles Jackson trying to get to the inside now of some of these drivers. Oh man, James Silfox just split the middle. He went to the lead. He's now the leader, putting Stephen Pollard the third down a lap. His teammate, Drew Austin, just followed him into second. McCurry, where has he been all night? He just moved to third. Tim Walsh now into fourth. These guys got to be careful. If a wreck occurs up ahead of them, they could get caught up into it very easily, as Drew Austin now looks to the inside of his teammate, James Silfox. Can he get to the inside? Yes, he can. He's now the new leader, Drew Austin. Oh, man, nearly got into the back of the 11 of Richard Johnson there. McCurry, though, follows him through the inside line. He's to second. Tim Walsh now to third. I think Austin the Plant just moved to fourth, and Jackson now looking for fifth underneath James Silverfox. As now Richard Johnson's going to go a lap down. Drew Austin going to pass him. Now he's got Felix Graves up ahead of him. 10 laps to go, and there's a spin in the back. Caution's out. Caution's out. This is what these guys needed. The caution's waving. But I don't think they threw that caution until they crossed the start-finish line, which means we got to go around one more time. Nick Eggleston hanging out for all he's worth to stay on the tail end of the lead lap. Drew Austin trying to put him a lap down. Oh, Nick Eggleston will go in the middle there to try and get away. 13 of Tryfon Reed may go a lap down, though. Smoke there on the front straightaway. Caution's out. I don't know who fell a lap down. I don't know who stayed on the lead lap. We're going to find all that out. Oh, man, Drew Austin, careful. He is the leader with a total of 9 laps to go. Is the rookie points leader, Drew Austin. And there was a spin that took place, and I don't even know who it was. Could very well have been Dylan Poteet. Look at all these guys. Oh, wait, we got some pit stops going on here. Why? Okay. I wasn't expecting that, but pit stops are taking place here. Drew Austin is currently the leader. Let's see who ended up managing to stay on the lead lap. Radigan, Jake Cole, John Cittadino. Oh, John Cittadino. Oh, I think he's the one that the caution came out for. He's on pit road. Oh, no, the defending champ was running so well tonight, and he's out of the race. John Cittadino is out of the race. He's the reason the caution came out. Oh, my goodness. There's the leader cycling on by. Let's take a look at a replay of what happened. John Cittadino was running in the 6th position at this point. He's trying to go to the inside of Dylan Poteet. The two of them going to make some contact. 78 is going to go spinning around with the 42. They're going to head down into, well, close to the infield grass. And I think Cittadino, he's going to get clipped right there from Carson Gum. Sends him straight up the racetrack, and look at the hit into the wall. There it was, 3-car incident. Dylan Poteet, John Cittadino, and Carson Gum. And Cittadino, he took a walloping into that outside retaining wall. That car nearly went airborne on him. See if we can get a better camera angle. Wow, really some bad camera angles here. So much smoke, can't see past him. But 3 cars involved here. Cittadino was in the 6th position. Poteet was actually 41st. And Carson Gum was actually 11th. 10th and 11th. Crossing the line were John Cittadino and Carson Gum. They had opportunities for top 10 finishes tonight. And it just went bye-bye just like that. Up in smoke, literally. So we can just barely see those race cars back beyond that smoke screen. That is a tough, tough break for 2 drivers who really were running well tonight. We're having a lot of things go their way. And Dylan Poteet, 41st in points. This is certainly not going to help him out at all tonight either. John Cittadino goes from top 10 to DNF here tonight in a matter of seconds. And we're going to have a shootout to decide tonight's race at Las Vegas. Are you ready for a 5-lap shootout? Well, we're ready to bring it to you. It's going to be 5 laps to go when we get the green flag here for what could be the final time tonight. Things have finally been settled out. It will be a single-file restart. Drew Austin is currently the leader. Tryfon Reed, the first car, 1 lap down in 32nd. Anthony McCurry, where in the world did this guy come from? McCurry, 25th in points, all of a sudden is up here in the 2nd position. Tim Walsh coming out of nowhere to be in 3rd place. Austin the Plant Curley is in 4th, 1 lap down in 33rd. That is Felix Graves. And Charles Jackson, he's still up here in the 5th position. Madison Seaver's a lap down in 34th. 6th place is going to be James Silverfox. Richard Johnson's a lap down in 35th. A lap down in 36th is Alan Tanker. Danny Wells is now in 7th. His teammate Adam Chambers in 8th. 9th place is Ralph Mason. And in 10th place is going to be Carson Gum. He was actually able to continue on in the 10th position. Dougie Shears is in 11th. Dylan Young, the points leader. How he's been doing tonight. Man, oh man. He's up to 12th. 13th is Hayden Klein. 14th, Sean Galligan. And 15th is Noah Hart. I messed up on the name there, and so I keep wanting to call him that. Rohit Vedaravu is back on the lead lap in the 16th position. What a comeback for him. Aaron Williams Jr. is in 17th, then it's Henley, Sosnowski, and Joshua Michaels completing the top 20. As we get ready to go back to green, does anyone have anything for Drew Austin, who has the lap car trifecta between himself and McCurry and Walsh? That could be his ticket to victory. Don't know, though. Let's jump back here, see if anybody's going to be able to get around the 13. McCurry had trouble with him. He loses second and third. Tim Walsh now trying to go to the inside line. He's got to pass the 13 of Trifon Reed before he can even concentrate on running down the 9 for the win. Trifon Reed got the run, so did McCurry. McCurry now moves into second. He slingshotted off of turn 4. 4 laps to go here tonight at Las Vegas. Drew Austin, 6th in points, rookie points leader, has been up inside the top 5 ever since the drop of the green flag. He has not looked back, and he could be en route to his first ever Snickers Cup Series victory. Man, oh man, what a season it's been for Dodge. Barney Ward ended up winning the Daytona 500 in the 43. Just 2 weeks later, another Dodge in the 9 could go to victory lane here at Las Vegas, but McCurry, he is trying to run him down with only 3 laps to go. Let's see if he can do it. He has closed the gap up to about maybe 3-4 car lengths. Tim Walsh currently in the 3rd position. Great run right there for that Hendrick Chevrolet. Tim Walsh 38th in the point standings. Oh, Trent Dunham's making a pit stop. So is Sean Gilligan. Wait a minute, these guys going to have to pit again? I don't know why they made some pit stops there. Oh, wow, here's a good battle for 5th. Oh, Silver Fox. Oh, Trifon Reed spun it. Trifon Reed spun it. Did he save it? No, he did not. He spins. Chambers gets a piece of him. Madison Sieber is involved. And the caution's out. This race is over. This race is over, but they're making pit stops. A lot of drivers making pit stops. Where's Drew Austin? Oh, Stephen Pollard III just got spun on pit road. There is Drew Austin. And the caution flag is out with the white flag waving. Now, a lot of drivers just came down pit road right there. Is Drew Austin going to be able to make it around here? It looks like he will. Drew Austin, in what was certainly a calamity-filled race. It had me clicking here and there and everywhere to try and get every bit of action. And Drew Austin, the rookie points leader, is going to extend his rookie points lead, and he may move himself up really far in the standings as well. I don't think he could quite be the points leader, but it's going to be close. As he crosses the stripe, checker flag in the air. First rookie winner of the season is Drew Austin in the 9, his first career Snickers Cup Series victory. McCurry gets 2nd, Walsh is 3rd. 4th is Charles Jackson. How about James Silverfox? Dodge finishing 1st and 5th tonight. So he gets 5th place. LaPlante in 6th. 7th place, Danny Wells. Dougie Shears could be the new points leader heading next week as he gets 8th. 9th place is going to be... who? Ralph Mason. And they're saying that Dylan Young, the points leader, finished in 18th. Who got the 10th place? It was Adam Chambers, who we know did get involved in that incident there with the spinning machine of Trifon Reed, but still managed to finish in the 10th position. My goodness. Absolutely incredible race. It ended up coming down to a lot of drivers having to pit there in the final stages too, but these guys did not have to, and Drew Austin hangs on for his first career Snickers Cup Series victory here tonight at Las Vegas in the Kobalt Tools 400. Big question mark now is what are the point stands going to look like heading into next week at Altoona. I have no idea, but I'm going to find out same time you guys do. Man, this was an incredible race. A longer race, but man, did it have a lot of action that took place here on just about every part of the racetrack. It ended up coming down to who ended up having the best pit strategy back there with about 15 to go. And apparently Drew Austin had the pit strategy worked out best for him, so he ends up winning here tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's race, long as it was, crazy as it was, but exciting as it was. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Here comes your official finishing results, rookie point standings, and overall point standings headed next week. we head to a brand new racetrack for truck, mobile, and Snickers Cup Series action, Altoona Raceway. Sure to be an exciting short track there, and I hope you will tune in for that. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing at its best. See you guys next time.